What's going on, guys? It's Jesse in the B105 studio, and we're going to do something special this afternoon. We're going to bring in my identical twin brother, Joey. Let's see if we can do this real quick. Okay. We're up and running. So once he joins, we're going to bring him in. I was with my twin brother, Joey, over the weekend, and I was with him and the rest of my family, and we were out in public, and something happened. But I'm going to bring him into this Facebook Live call to call me out on it, and he's going to tell me how it made him feel, and I'm going to defend myself, and then we're going to see what you think. So again, let him here. Let's see. I have to do this thing where I find him viewing, and then I can invite him to watch or to join the video. I don't see him. Joseph. Hope everybody's having a good day so far. It's gloomy out, but you know, it's almost like 60. So there's Joseph. Okay, here we go. Let's see. How do we do this? Or maybe you have to send me a request, Joey. I feel like where our parents like learning how to use is Joey's gonna call me out on something, I swear. Joey, do you have to? Why can't? Son of a gun. Oh, here we go. Let's see. Turn the volume up. Here comes my twin brother, Joey. We'll see. Oh, look at this guy. Oh, if I knew we were wearing our CMA hats, I would have worn mine today. Why are you all smiles? Why do you look like our dad? This is freaking me out a little bit.
Well, he's 68 years old, so I appreciate that.
Okay, what does that have to do with anything? Let me turn the volume up.
Do you want to do a staring contest?
No. We have a dilemma, don't we? This is Joey. Joey lives in Indianapolis. Joey's also on the radio. I went to India over the weekend. Joey's been there for like 2 months. I went to visit. And what happened, Joe? You tell your side of the story. I'll just sit back.
I mean, are we talking about how you were shushing me and telling me to be quiet in public places, or how you were, hang on, I'm answering the question, or was it when you were stressing out in the roundabouts and yelling at me as I was trying to help you through the roundabouts? Which part are we talking about?
It's the shushing. The roundabouts, I was hangry and I might have overreacted. I'm talking about when we were in Lowe's and I kept telling you that you were talking too loudly.
It was Lowe's and it was Starbucks. And Jesse's, he'll be like, shh. And I'm like, you don't have to shush me. Like, in fact, you don't even have to tell me to keep it down. So it's like he gets embarrassed I wasn't even that loud. I was just, I think
that's where
passionate about what I was talking about, but he forgets that we're damn near 40 years old and he wants to tell me to be quiet. It's like, don't do that.
But hold on. We've all been in public places where you hear a stranger and they're talking about like 20-30% louder than they should. You're like, geez, keep it down, right? I would never do that. So I'm in, I guess, Starbucks. I forgot about Starbucks. But then we were in Lowe's and we're in an aisle looking at blinds. And there's somebody like 10 feet away. And Joey was he was being passionate. He was projecting. But it was like, I felt a need. I felt like I was doing you a favor to be like, hey, can you just bring it down?
No, you were doing you a favor because I didn't care. It made you uncomfortable. So you called me out and I was like, don't bother me. And so
okay, what if it was me though? What if I was talking too loudly? What if I was talking like this? I'm like projecting right now. And you clearly thought I was talking too loud. How would you handle that? Would you just let me do it?
You know, I don't know because I don't tend to do that, but I suspect if it was like at my work or something where like I do have some sort of knowledge of the situation, then I might be like, you might want to break it down a little bit. But we were at Lowe's. Like, who cares? We're in a warehouse, you know?
So you're saying, no matter the circumstance, if I perceive you as my twin of possibly being a little loud, that I should just let it slide. And if I don't like it, I should just walk away, not deal with
Yeah.
it. Hold on, let's see what people say. I want people. Oh, Debbie says time to call mom. Oh, we can. I don't have her number memorized, I don't think. Maybe we add her to this Facebook call. So that's the question. Was I wrong for calling out Joey for being loud? I thought I was doing him a favor. Yes, it was embarrassing to me. You clearly didn't see a problem with it. And what I did is I said, I think I did the hands down motion, like,
yeah.
And he goes, can you please not do that?
You have a unique ability to make grown adults feel like children. And it may do you well to stop that.
Hold on. What did this person just say? Paula said, you are your brothers, and these are things that the small stuff, Jesse and Jesse, your brothers, right. Joey said, Ross from Friends does the same hands down motion. We've never seen Friends, so, I mean, I haven't really.
We'll take your word.
I mean,
it didn't bother me. It's just, it was like when we were at Grandma's funeral in 2019, and I was talking. We talked about this on the air, and you stopped me and said, stop. In mid-sentence, it's like, just don't, man. Like, it's nobody deserves to be spoken to that way.
I went far on that. That one, I totally pulled the dad card out. I'm not even a dad. You're a dad. That one I did, but this one was just like, I felt I was trying to do you a favor, like, Joey, hey. And then I got to thinking of, like, how could I have handled that, like, in a respectful way? Like, hey, maybe you don't realize this right now, but your voice is really carrying. And I have a feeling, you know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to think of a way.
Maybe. It's tough. It's tough, like, for sure, because I sometimes have to say that to my wife, or she has to say it to me, and you got to figure out a way to do it where you're not hurting feelings. So I don't think it's a terrible thing. I think you're just, I don't know a better way to say this, and I don't mean this bad. I don't think you care about my feelings as much as you might others. So you just say exactly how you feel. And at that point, it's just like, it comes off a little curt.
I took it as, since it was me, I might have like embarrassed you a little bit. Like, it's nobody wants to be told. What are we looking at? Curt, rudely, brief. His reply was curt.
Mm-hmm.
Who was Curt? You or me?
You.
Oh. Anyway, I thought I was helping Joey out. He just didn't care.
I think of all the things in the world that are going on, I love that we're having a 12-minute discussion on this. No, I didn't think about it any further. It's just kind of how you are. you like to control, and I appreciate you doing it on my behalf, which I didn't need. Thank you, though.
What if we were on an airplane? Okay. What if we were on an airplane and the plane lands, and you take your phone off airplane mode, and all of a sudden, ding, 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 and I say to you,
you do that too. You do that.
Your phone on vibrate. To me, that's the same scenario. And your response would be, I don't care what people think. Do you see where I would be like, dude, now you're like, I'm with you.
No, you did that too over the weekend. I had my phone, for whatever reason, I had a ringer, which is not normal. I had it on. And you told me, can you turn that off? Turn that off? And it's like, wow, you're a whiner.
I asked Mom to turn her phone down too. No, I'm just saying, like, we're in public. Let's respect other people. That's all.
We weren't. We were in your truck, and you told me to turn the ringer off.
Well, let's respect.
Do you really want to have this conversation?
I gotta go on the air here in about 2 minutes, but I forgot about that too. It was just, again, this is a sibling thing, but especially with a twin, if you were to tell me something, I'm gonna brush you off just as quick. I'm saying I would do the same thing.
Fine.
I want you telling me that I'm wrong, and I don't think you want me telling you that you're wrong. right? You don't want to hear from me that, hey, Joey, you're doing something wrong right now, right?
I don't know. I just know the vehicle in which you transport that information is terrible. So that's all I can base it on. like I don't think so. I think I can take feedback. I just think you have a terrible way of delivering it.
That could be true. And I think the thing that I've taken away from this is what I'm going to do in the future. If this happens, I might wait till later and bring it up. And honestly, I don't know if that helps, but I might be like, hey, I don't know if you realized this earlier. You were kind of loud. That way I don't, quote unquote, embarrass you, even if I did embarrass you.
Yeah. Some
Maybe.
people have some great questions in the comments. I think maybe you might
Oh,
want to answer.
Hang on here. We're going to bring you over here. Read some of the, yeah, because I can't.
Amanda says, let the small stuff go. Now, this is the fun stuff, Amanda.
Oh, every small stuff with me and Joey. Yeah, I haven't had a chance.
Paula's right. You need a couple kids. Good luck. You want an exercise and not caring about noise.
I will say this: I am jealous of parents because they're better at that than I am. Like they have, they're paid. Probably what it is. Joey, can you? I'll just hang on. Be right back.
Identical twin, once very boisterous. Yeah.
Jimmy Allen and Brad Paisley. Freedom was a highway. It's a Christmas tradition, and we want to send you to Christmas Nights of Lights, Coney Island, coming up. Beat the Bear today. It's like 2.5 miles long, and it's a cool light display. A carload pass is what we're going to give you on Beat the Bear today. We will play at 4:30. So set a reminder in your phone for you so you don't forget. Coming up here in just a few. All right, let's see what's going on with traffic. Our latest update with Denise Johnson.
I'm not sure if I can talk or not. I kind of want to.
Dana says,
can I talk?
For the next 20 seconds, you can talk.
Yeah, I just think shushing is a great example. Whatever that response that it makes people feel like children, makes them feel small. And I'm not a big fan of that. Like, talk to me like an adult, and you kind of go into a dad mode.
Pause.
Stop.
Isolated showers with a low of 48. Tomorrow should be another nice day and a high 66. It is 65 at B105.
Katie Savage is right. An airplane is different than a warehouse. I have good airplane etiquette. Thank you very much, Katie. And I'm not arguing with you. I'm just saying, yeah, I'm good on airplanes. I don't do that. I also don't stand up on airplanes. Boys just dropping. Thank you, Deborah. Normal volume. Let's see. Just don't talk to him like a child. I think that's Laura knows what's up.
So I guess that's the question I have is what should I have said? That is my actual question. If somebody, it's a significant other, somebody very close to you, and you think they might be a little loud in public, how do you handle that? That's the question I have. Or do you not?
I don't think you need to say anything. That's all on you. If you don't like it, then walk out of the room.
Oh, see now, like imagine if I was married to you and I just walked away from a conversation because you were talking. If you walked away from your wife because she thought she was talking too loud, but you didn't want to confront it, that's not going to go over very well either. She'd be like, what's wrong with you? Katie says, I would shush my kids, but not my siblings. Well,
yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
I understand.
I think that sometimes if you know the person, it depends who you're talking to. So if I'm talking to you and you've got rhinoceros skin, which you don't, but let's assume you did, then I'm just going to be direct with you and know it's okay. But if I know that you're sensitive to that sort of feedback, then I'm going to have to figure out a way to talk to you. I'm going to have to use some emotional intelligence. And I have to say something like, hey, I know you don't mean it, but like it's a little loud. I don't know if you could tell. It's like
now that is helpful, because that's how I am too. When somebody is giving me a constructive criticism, I'm gonna need that little compliment on the front end. The
Hey,
little or not. You gotta eat. What's that?
Hey, why is your light pole flashing behind you?
This thing?
Yeah.
Oh well, it's supposed to go. Well, it's off now.
Okay. I just want to make sure it wasn't like a thing.
No, we're working.
I think you and Katie Savage are going to be friends. Thank you, Katie.
But the easing into it, I've been in relationships in the past too where I've told the significant other, I was just like, hey, if you want to like say something, can you at least like, don't be so blunt.
That's just how you want information delivered. Like, and some people want blunt, candid feedback. I will admit out loud that sometimes you got to ease into it with me because the problem is what happens is when you talk to me that way, I don't listen to what you say. I'm just mad that you spoke to me that way, and then I'm defensive, and then I become a jerk. So it's like it's not helping, and I certainly am not going to do what you really want me to do. Not that I need to. So, but if you and call it kid gloves, I don't care. But like I just need to be spoken to a way because maybe it's trauma from childhood. I don't know. But for whatever reason, when I'm spoken to and I'm made to feel small or I feel small, I don't listen to the rest of what you're saying. Like, that's just how I am. So it's, and I suspect there's a lot of people like that. Nobody wants to be made to feel tiny, no matter what they say. And, yeah, so just be aware of that. Like, it's just, and I think the bigger thing is you talk to me that way because we're brothers and like, that like whatever it's gonna be fine, but you're the one who asked, so that's how I feel about it.
No, I mean, it's not fun again, but it's a serious question. It's like, how do you handle it? Because we've dealt with this before. It's like, all right, it's happened enough times where clearly Joey doesn't like it, so how do I handle it? But
how you handle it is you ask that person who's clearly not taking that feedback very well and ask them like, hey, how can I give this feedback? Mm-hmm. Like, hey, how can I say that? Because there was once upon a time, maybe 10 years ago, my now wife, I think we were engaged, and what would I say to her? I would explain something and I would say, do you understand? Like I was trying to confirm that whatever I just said, kind of like that it clicked, it made sense. And at the time she's like, please don't say, do you? And I go, I'm so sorry. I don't mean that. I was just trying to make sure you understood. I said, like, how can I say this? And she's like, I don't know, maybe, does that make sense? And that's how I've said it since then.
That's good. Yeah, I dated a girl one time, we all make the joke. And I used to say jokingly, like if they made fun of me, they're like, shut up. And she'd be like, stop telling me to shut up. And I'm like, oh, I thought that's how everybody talks. Shut up. Yeah. She didn't like it.
Yeah, that's all. This is good. This is how you improve. You've just got to be aware of that. And if somebody's giving you pushback, just be like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean that, but yeah, even if we're brothers, like, but yeah, there's something about that that's triggering when you do that. And my bigger fear, as we go a little bit deeper here, is that like I would hate if like I'm one thing, but like if you do it to other people, like they may not tell you or be candid, and they may, you may develop a reputation. So you don't want to be that guy.
That's the strange thing. I wouldn't feel comfortable. That's the very strange. I don't know.
It's not strange. Weird. You feel comfortable.
No. What I'm saying is I feel more apt to tell you than if somebody else were doing it. That's the weird part. Like, I don't know if I would have done that with other people.
It's not weird. It's completely, we're brothers. Like, so you feel, that at the end of the day, we're not going to be estranged because you told me to put my phone on silent, but it doesn't give you the right or the privilege to be a jerk. Like, you used to be, to be fair, you used to be way worse. Like, you used to be real worse, and you've chilled out, and that's good. But, yeah, like, just, it's all good. Just remember that, like, people want to feel like they're on the same level with somebody. This has been really therapeutic, hopefully for you.
I've had therapy before where the session would have cost me $150. So,
well, you can Venmo me. I take HSA, and you know how to get it to me.
Take HSA?
HSA.
Okay.
Health savings account.
I understand that. I got it. Got it. We won't question you here. You'll take HSA. Okay. Get you the HSA. Maybe you can put it towards your contribution. Thank you, Joey. Thank you. See you later. Good chat. Where are you going? Well, don't just leave. You gotta say bye. Oh, he left. All right. See you guys later. He's fine. He's probably gonna call me right now, maybe. All right, guys. Have a good afternoon. We'll see you.